Hi, everybody. This is your friend Daniel, and you see I'm back again. Um, so today we are actually doing a article discussion about the Book of Boba Fett again. Yeah, the Book of Boba Fett has a lot of news on the internet, guys. So, the Book of Boba Fett, Episode 7, Final Theories and Predictions. I almost said productions, but it's the Book of Boba Fett, Episode 7, Finale, Theories, and Predictions. There you go. So, what will happen for the Book of Boba Fett finale? Here are some theories and predictions. Okay, this is from years ago, everybody. So, the Book of Boba Fett has become something of the Star Wars reunion, with the heroes and the villains across film eras, from The Mandalorian showing up in the last two, where Boba Fett and Fennec Shand prepare for war with some others, and the finale is poised to bring the focus back to our protagonist for the Battle of the Streets in Mos Espa, which is some area that's on Tatooine, of course. Now, rumors and speculation around regarding this might go down in the final chapter of this book. What characters will cameo in the final battle? What is next for Grogu? Is Cobb Vanth safe? And is he alright? Those are just some of the questions we have to answer. But here are our theories and predictions on how it will play out from the end. Who will cameo in the finale? Today, big franchise love finale cameos, from Marvel Stings to Maul showing up in a crime lord in Solo. The fact is, both of those are most popular Boba Fett cameo predictions have their roots in the same criminal underworld. Okay, everybody. So Disney and Lucasfilms has really embraced down with their advancements in CGI technology, which is another name for computer graphic imagery technology. It comes to bringing back era appropriate characters, and they were once played by actors who are now much older now or have passed away. Rogue One had used CGI to bring back the late Peter Cushing, as well as the younger Carrie Fisher, who had appeared in The New Hope. Even more shocking was The Mandalorian Season 2, which gave us the Return of the Jedi era Luke Skywalker, which we've mentioned in other videos, but digitally embedded Mark Hamill's likeness on a body double. Now, the Book of Boba Fett has employed those tools again for their own Luke Skywalker episode. Now, you can check out that episode on Disney Plus today. So, it's for those reasons, guys, that fans are speculating that the next character getting the CGI treatment is Han Solo. Now, unsubstituted rumors have circulated for months that Harrison Ford himself might have filmed scenes for the show, though that seems a little bit far-fetched, especially considering that Ford is a lot older now and is infamously hesitant to do more Star Wars. It would make sense if a body double wearing Ford's CGI face appeared in the show. After all, everybody, Solo and Boba Fett have a long history. In fact, the smuggler also goes back a long way and has accidentally doomed this bounty hunter to the Sarlacc pit in the first place. Again, with Boba back in the world of the living, it would only make sense, or rhyme even, to have George Lucas term if those two would cross paths again on Tatooine, since most Star Wars things happen on Tatooine. So now it seems. No, Disney Plus shows also often wait until the finale to reveal the true mastermind behind anything and everything that has happened in the past few weeks. Now, for Book of Boba Fett, fans have long suspected the mastermind to be Kara, who was the girlfriend or the flame, or the old childhood flame from Solo, played by Emilia Clarke. Now, in fact, guys, Lucasfilm has already sneaked up and set up a potential return to live action from the comics, the Marvel comics, since Marvel actually writes comics about Star Wars. Okay, so Kara was a major player in the last year War of the Bounty Hunter story. Now, if you haven't read the War of the Bounty Hunters, I really suggest you should read it because it ties in some good stuff. It also took place just before the Return of the Jedi. In this crossover, Kara has even stealed Han Solo's frozen in carbonite from Boba Fett, setting off a chain of events and reactions that ended up with destruction to much of the Hutt cartel leadership, except for that for Jabba. Now, Jabba, he died later, but Kara's starring in the second Return of the Jedi era Marvel series right now. We call it Crimson Reign. Now, in the same time as the Book of Boba Fett, from our shared screens and from our comic books, the kind of Lucasfilm synergy that speaks the volumes of what might be next. Kara and Boba, their lives seem so intertwined now, it would be surprising if a gangster didn't show up at least in one episode of the series. We don't know, but it is possible. The bounty hunter face off booked in the finale could be a show bringing even more bounty hunters from the past of Star Wars. Original trilogy bounty hunters like Bosk or Dengar or IG-88 or Zuckuss or even Forlom are all yet to appear in live action again, if Lucasfilm wants to reintroduce those characters from comics again. Now, we can get Dirge or Death Stick or just doubt that Cad Bane is the only gun-swinging mercenary in Pike syndicates. Now, they've brought along to take down Boba Fett. Okay, everybody, is Cobb Vanth dead? That's a good question. So if already from the desert comes a stranger, it made a point of not declaring that Cobb Vanth was dead. He lost the duel against Cad Bane, yeah, but for Star Wars history, today's franchise fictions in general, this teaches all of us that no one is really ever gone. And Cobb's fate is particularly unclear. He was shot, though, leaving a wound in the camera that does not show. But if Fennec Shan could have her guts rebuilt, Cobb Vanth could surely survive that. Okay, our prediction is Cobb Vanth is still alive, even if we don't see him in that next episode. Let's face it, he'll probably be there shooting some bad guys alongside Mando, Boba, and the rest of the gang. Will Boba Fett and Cad Bane finally have their rematch? Well, an ominous blue gunslinger appearing at the end of the episode from a familiar face from Clone Wars, bounty hunter Cad Bane mentored Boba Fett in the later part when he was just a kid. He also had a history with Boba's father, Jango, since Jango had briefly helped Cad learn his ropes, but his working relationship with Boba had eventually soured. So, in a fan favorite unfinished episodes from Clone Wars, everyone, Cad and Boba have found each other on the wrong side of the conflicts and have decided to settle out their matter in a duel. This resulted in both of them getting shot in the head. But again, both bounty hunters still wear scars from their fight. Cad has a metal plate where part of his skull used to be, where Boba has an infamous dent from his helmet. In this other words, the duel ended in a tie. So there is no doubt that Cad will look for a rematch now their path being crossed again. The mentor wanted to show once and for all who is still better than his protege. Now, will Grogu choose the Mandalorian or Luke Skywalker? Now, we just talked about that in one of my other videos I just posted. Now, check that video out too, because this one seems obvious. Even if it doesn't happen until Mandalorian Season 3, Grogu will eventually choose Din Djarin. He's only lived with Luke Skywalker for a short time, during which he's been offered none of the care and support he had with Din. Grogu doesn't seem particularly drawn to life of Jedis, in as much as a baby could be. Now, what is more is that his last memory of the Jedi Temple he once called home was his destruction. There isn't really any reason why Grogu to believe the Jedi Temple would be different. Now, having Grogu choose Din would also open up opportunities for a few constraints around whatever story Lucasfilm wants to tell about Luke's academy, leading up to the Ben Solo or the Kylo Ren time later backstory, which we just mentioned in my other video. And again, besides, Din and Grogu also are a dynamic duo, and a core of what makes The Mandalorian so great. So, Lucasfilm was never going to separate those two for too long. Plus, the N1 Starfighter, Peely fixed up for Din, has already had a perfect little seat for Baby Yoda. Okay, buddy. Did Burress offer to save Grogu from Order 66? Okay, so there are some connection between what would have happened with saving Grogu from Order 66, everyone. So this is some a little more theory. So some fans have pointed out a symbol that might have indicated a connection to the Clone Wars from Reddit. A symbol in the hallway has shown Grogu's flashbacks from the Jedi Temple matched ones the scene in the quarters of a disgraced Jedi Padawan Burress Offee, which was one of Ahsoka's close friends. Some are speculating this means Burress was responsible for getting Grogu to safety during the Order 66. The theory seems pretty far-fetched though, but to be honest, the symbol is just likely just a nod to the character, not just a sign that Burress is going to show up in live action. After committing her crimes against the Jedi Order in the Clone Wars, Burress would have likely been imprisoned during the Purge. More so though, showrunner Dave Filoni has also found lots of adding Easter eggs to their characters, and they don't necessarily translate the plot points. Yet there's always this possibility the seed planted by the symbols will grow to something more bigger one day. Considering Mirai, the owl-like creature associated with Ahsoka in Clone Wars, she appeared well before Ahsoka herself did from Rebels. Now, if Burress does show up in live action, it's likely to be with a similar gap. Will Boba Fett die in the finale? That's another good question. No, he will not. At least we don't think. Because, no, although that is a hope as an educated opinion, why would you bring Boba Fett back from the death in a Sarlacc pit just to kill him again? That does not make any sense. So, no. Why go through all the healing in the bacta tank just to realize you get killed again? That's just stupid. So, you should stay away from that idea. So, the next episode, or the final episode of the Book of Boba Fett, will conclude tomorrow. It will conclude tomorrow on Disney Plus. Because with it being Tuesday today, I figure I'll share you some Boba Fett news. Okay, everybody. So let me know your thoughts. This is just another quick one for y'all. As you see, I'm wearing a different hat. You see, I have my boonie hat. I like to push the front. It's pretty nice. But yeah, I'm just hanging out, as you see. I also had simultaneously been watching a Washington-Seattle game from 2012. I just finished that, and I'm also trying to revisit some season 18 simultaneously with Good Mythical Morning. But anyway, guys, yeah, those things are on mute, so they're not breaking no copyright law or nothing. So again, guys, I'm hoping you have an awesome afternoon, and I hope that I might be able to post another video in the evening. Depends on all what goes down, man. Depends on what all goes down. But again, guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more cool content, and I'll see y'all around later. I'll see you, everyone. Bye.